I'm gonna take my time here. And usually church happens in the morning, but sometimes it happens at night. And I'm gonna take my time here this morning. Is what the pastor used to say when I was in the South. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna take my time, cause maybe Kylie's talking to me. Okay, I can. Hey, babe. Again, she flipped me off. Maybe I've outgrown some things. Well, I was talking to you in the other video about spiritual growth, and maybe I've outgrown some things. Maybe I've outgrown this apartment. Maybe I've outgrown food banks. Maybe Kylie and I won't need to commute back and forth. At least not in the way that I'm seeing it in my... let me tell you something else. I see the faces of all my exes and my nightmares and I need to shift those from coming to pass. So what I'm telling you is, what if the omen that I'm having about me and Kylie having to do all this work, food banks, food stamps, dual states, dual citizenships, what if that's a bad thing? What if I could do something to shift it? Not shift marrying her. God, she's crazy. I want to marry you, baby. I mean it. She said, say you mean it. I mean it. Kylie, I want to marry you. Kylie Jenner, I want to marry you. And only you. She's like, so what do you mean shift? And then she's like, JK. But tell the people, she's like, tell y'all what do I mean? What do I mean is, what if I've outgrown Teresa Moore, and what if I feel like I've outgrown her? I feel like I've outgrown working custodial janitor work, custodial work. She's saying you're not Tyson, you can enunciate. You may butcher the language because of the foreign thing, but you know how to enunciate. She's laughing at me because I'm doing a Tyson custodial. But what if God is dealing with me in this moment, in this night, as this night goes on, as Christmas Eve, it's christening itself. God is talking to me, and He's saying through Kylie's voice, what if her billionaire income, and what if this is a trial? What if her billionaire income is enough for the two of us to make it? I'm not used to one person being the primary breadwinner. What if my jobs are just hobbies, even the rescue missions, but her job is what if my job doesn't keep the lights on? What if it's a hobby, like a Stepford wife? And so God is showing me, what if when you have somebody good that takes care of you, you can do things like your hobby. If you have a partner who's a provider, I've never had that till now, and you could do things you enjoy, and they enjoy doing for you. They enjoy watching you, a good partner. They enjoy watching you do something that makes you happy. I'm used to working myself to the ground and working my fingers to the bone. Oh, you like how intricate my hands are? You're a creep. Kylie, she's talking to me right now about my hands. I do the same thing. I study your hands too. So, what if this omen really comes to pass? But I need to shift it before that happens. That's what happened with Tyson. God, I said his name. My other exes, I have exes. I still, to this moment, have nightmares about them. But then I prayed to God and said, well, God, I know you told me this is going to come to pass, but what if I could shift it? And whatever your will is, let it be done. So that's what I'm thinking. So what if I could shift it from coming to pass? thing is itching me so bad. So I gotta look in the camera for when I tell y'all this. And I gotta have coffee when I do it. So, what if God is saying that, what are you saying, Lord? What if God is saying that I've outgrown food banks? The type of guys that I normally date, the type of girls I used to date, type of women, type of men, type of boys. What if God is saying you've outgrown penny and job? What if he's saying you've outgrown food banks? I'm going to tell you something. I felt out of place when I met with Teresa the other day, just recently, and I felt out of place. I felt outgrown, like when you outwear your clothes and you still putting them on, but the way how they look, you look and feel silly with the clothes on. What if I've outgrown this apartment? What if it's not fear and doubt? What if it's a test and trial? What if Kylie's income is enough for us not to need libraries, for us not to have to go through what other people go through for us? What if there's another way for me to get to her without having to camp without her? That makes, to me, or what if that is the way to her? To camp, walk, and hitchhike some. Maybe, So that's what's on my mind right now. What if my mother one time had like I said, every blue moon had a hard moment. That moment she was hard. So she said, it sounds like you've outgrown some things, and I never understood what she meant by that until God is showing me right now in this moment what that means. I've always wanted to have a richer understanding for that and understand what that means, and then so what if I have outgrown food stamps and God is just putting me through the motions? What if I've outgrown all these things and Kylie knew the whole time, but God just told the two of us to be obedient? And she probably was thinking to herself, she's so used to being a little workhorse that she's not used to having anybody take care of her. And she's so used to running out of things. So what if, I'm not saying that she's playing me, but I'm saying what if God is telling her, don't send the car just yet. Don't send your goons to go and pick her up, your bodyguards. What if he's telling the two of us, right? Not right now, but at the same time, right now. And slow now and a slow no. So I never heard it quite put that way, but that's God telling me what to say right now. But I'm thinking maybe I've outgrown some things. And I finally told you the intermittent level. I finally, out of testing, I don't know if y'all can hear me or not. Most of my videos that come up in my omen I don't know what's up, what's down. I don't know if it's muted. I don't know if you can hear me. I don't know if I'm on mute now. I'm in my 40s. That's normal. Middle-age problems, hashtag. That makes two of us. Bay is about to be 30 soon. And I'm looking forward to it, even though she likes to pick on me about liking them young and jailbait and shit. So, I'm going to tell you something. I think God is trying to tell me that I've outgrown some things. I'm already dating different guys and different women. And what if outgrown some people and some things, and that's why the relationships didn't work out. Maybe I don't want to say his name. I had no choice but to say his name. Maybe that's why it didn't work out with Kyle, because when I was talking to him on the phone, and maybe he knew it and I didn't, because he's got years on me. He probably knew it and I didn't. Like, this is not going to work out. Like, she's not doing the same stuff she used to do. She's got a career now, and look at my life. My mom told me that once when we were still, before I estranged myself from her, before things got bad, and she's like, your life is this and this and this, but look at my life. So at least she had somewhat of less of a pussy than Kyle. At least she told me how she felt about me. She said, I'm looking at your life and I look at mine. And I think that's what happened with probably with Tyson in our marriage, And you're supposed to work together. And I think maybe, he wasn't for me. And I grew him. And God is, giving me an early Christmas present. I didn't know this was going to come this Christmas, 2025, but maybe I outgrew all the people from my backstory. Maybe I outgrew them, and that's what that happens in this life. When you meet people who aren't going anywhere. And, I'm going to try these out for a little while. It won't last long because of, I won't get into that. But, yeah, I think I've outgrown some people and some things, and maybe I outgrew working for the public, working for food. I'm just going through the motions, I don't want to say how I got this information on when I was leaving Tyson, but I got some help leaving him, and I can't say what was said to me or who did what in what way, but if it weren't for these people, somewhere my then enemies, I would not have ever gotten out of that with him. Can I get an amen? Amen. God is moving some mountains, and I think he's about to, I think he's telling me Kylie's income is enough for the two of you. Not to say that you won't have little side gigs, little wife gigs, but you're not used to someone taking care of you. But it sounds like I'm going through the motions, and she's a billionaire. Why would we need food banks? Why would we need... But he's telling me helping her shop, that's a good thing. She needs my help shopping, because some people have lots of money and don't know what to buy. And but I'm not used to anyone being a sole breadwinner, and he's telling me I didn't do anything wrong, but I'm being tested, and this is a test and trial, and I've outgrown something. You marrying a billionaire, what do you need with the food bank? What do you need with food stamps? What do you need with He's telling me you can still look homeless without those things, and still keep each other safe. You can still be, I got no choice, the light is so bright. You can still, what do you need with dating guys and girls like you used to for your whole life with somebody like her? What do you need? The U.S., government phone. Maybe that's why I can't find these phone people nowhere. And you've outgrown them. Maybe you've outgrown the normal, routine American. Maybe your next phone is going to come from someplace else, unexpected. Maybe you've outgrown the norm. Maybe you've outgrown some things. I don't know, last time I've been to a shopping mall, maybe because you've outgrown it. I don't know, last time I owned an American car or a foreign-made car in America. Well, maybe you've outgrown it. So, God, it's this is what Kylie lays on my chest, and the spot is reserved for you, baby. You can see how much light was bright in my eyes. And so, let me tell you something. I've outgrown some things. I've outgrown. That's why the marriages didn't work out. That's why my family didn't work out. Usually, when things don't work out, those things say the best. It's not God's best. And so, billionaire, what you need food stamps for, what you need food bank for, what you need this apartment for, what you need a U.S. government phone for, but you are going through the motions. What you need, the same guys and girls used to date, you going through the, at least she's from the north, the library girls, and that's a child. You're supposed to not have your life together when you're a child. You're supposed to be, it's rare for a child to know what they want so young. So I've even progressed it as far as what type of gender approaches me. At least, she worked at the library, but at least she's north. She was progressive enough to move and stay north or be born here. So I have that going against my backstory. But she's much hotter than what Rap Machio said. She buries Judy. What he said. Yeah, what he said. No. Yeah, if anybody would have asked me compared to Patty, who's hotter, I would definitely say the Asian chick. She don't need cash. Looking the way how she looks, she don't need cash. The hot Asian one that I'm baboon with, I just look like an idiot. I'm standing there looking like I gotta tell y'all about this glitch in the PlayStation when my brother used to play this game, and he used to who isn't a Vince Carter fan, and Vince Carter used to be one of the highest flyers I've ever seen in my lifetime. I'm not sure who's higher, him or Air Jordan, but anyway, he used to, it was a glitch on the game when they were getting ready to do anything organized, like whether it was organized for a free throw, and he'd be standing there, and the other players are moving around him, and he's like, that Battletoad, the video game, the Battletoads, they stand there and they blink, another glitch. This is Vince Carter. Blinking. I'm trying not to do that because I'm going to be fucked up for a good couple minutes trying to get my eyes back to the regular blinking stage. But yeah, he would just stand there, get you a PlayStation, it's worth to watch the glitch. And my brother wound up stealing my material. And and my brother's so slow. I had to explain it to him a million times. I said, look, man, everybody else on the game, why you ain't tell me this game had no glitch for? I played you in this game, bro. I said, it's got a glitch in the game. I said, the man standing there like an idiot, and he just blinking his eyes like Vince Carter standing. He said, oh, I do see it. It's a glitch in the video game, and it's funny as hell. I found the glitch, and Tyson also stole my material. They start finding glitches in games. These tech guys, are so fun to trace their stuff and see, just if you just play through the game, not everybody gonna find the glitch, but if you play through the game, you'll find some fun glitches. That's what I told you. That leg twitching on that game I told you about, the shooter game, and Vince Carter looking like an idiot just blinking, and he's stuck like he high on the game, and everybody else moving around and running plays, and this nigga just standing there. Oh man, the government did that. I didn't mean to say that. And so anyway, I had to explain the Vince Carter to you. I had to explain the glitch because I know I've been referring to it a lot, not being specific. But maybe that's why those doors are closing, because I had a couple of food banks I used to go to that the door recently closed with them. And but you have to trust God's timing, because I felt out of place when I used to go to work at these penny end jobs. I used to feel out of place at work, and I never knew why. And it's like, people used to pull me aside and say, "You're better than this," and they don't. So I think that God is trying to tell me that I've outgrown some things. And, I know, how is that possible to outgrow your own mother? But I think that's how you know when somebody's not happy for you. It felt, when I met Teresa, I was in some raggedy clothes and just lost my little buggy and my little wagon. I just lost, and just, it felt. God is telling me it wasn't in place then. It's just more out of place now. He's saying it's not the material things. He's saying you've grown as a person and as a Christian. Like he's saying, if she had sent me on an interview when I first met her, I wouldn't have thought anything of it, but I've grown. And he says, you're thinking, why waste time? Why waste time, valuable time? I've got, they're giving me to March 1st to get some income, and I'm wasting time during interviews and background checks, things that take up time that aren't guaranteed to get you a job. And he's telling me you've outgrown these things. You're interfering with years where you want to start a family. You're interfering with your childbearing years and your child rearing years. And I must say that I had a date with Brittany. She was at work, and she's not the kind of person you say no to. And it was fun. She was equally fun to the actual Brittany, and wound up being the kid, babysitting the kid with her. I don't know if that was her kid or not, but Brittany was good with kids. I remember, and this Brittany is good with kids. New Brittany, so this is valuable time I can be spending rearing children. I'm sitting here laughing at what I look like in these shades, and I'm not seeing myself on camera. But it's a new thing I've had. I told you I did some modeling as a kid, and I had a couple jobs where I was going through some abuse, so I didn't feel comfortable being on camera, and so I try to shy away from the camera. Mellow mushroom. I was always getting the best piece in town, so the cameras try to come in, and I wasn't dressed for the event, so I didn't want to be on film. And who else? I won't rule out Domino's, but I don't remember. Feed My Sheep. I never worked there, but they definitely, I was on their footage. They got me, and I was recently at this just out, and they try to get me in there. I ducked out before they could get too much footage on me. But so I'm thinking God is just saying you've even outgrown the bus system. That's why the buses is not working out for you. I mean, it's not working out for anybody, but it's really not working out for you, baby girl. It's really through your prayers, through your spiritual growth, you've changed. Like Pop. I never knew what the fuck he was saying. Clue number 90, all over your body. Sweat all over your body. Run with me, Hail Mary. I'm gonna blot out that word this time. Do we have here? Nah, do you wanna ride or die? I ain't no killer, but don't push me. Revenge is like the sweetest joy next to getting pussy. I just like because he say pussy, and the way he says it just sounds good. I remember the first, I'm a Tupac fan, huge fan, but I remember the first time I heard that song and somebody played it, and said, yeah, Lisa, I was in junior high, I got this for you. I know your mama ain't gonna let you listen, so I got some new Pac. And I remember hearing it thinking, I don't like this song. But I never said it because I didn't want to ruin my street career of being a true Pac fan. I'm like, shit, I got an image to keep. And I told this folks, this is my bully helping me out, and trying to make up for being an asshat and an asshole. So yeah, so I can't let him know and his gang know that they weren't my gang and their own gang. I can't let him know that I'm not feeling this song and it's got a weird beat. I went on to get into it because it probably was just him, trying to enjoy something like that with somebody who, you know. So, yeah, I remember it now. I remember he said, he said pussy. Tupac said pussy on the black radio station and they let him say it. I was like, hell yes. And I think on some radio stations they blurred it out like he didn't say it. And I was like, yes. Revenge is like the sweetest chore next to getting pussy. And I was like, I definitely knew I couldn't admit it. In the 90s is when I reckon I was in a tween age. I'm like, women can't talk that way. I can't admit that I love pussy, like it both. I can't admit that shit. They'll cart me away and lock me in a little room or something, like I can't say I love pussy. You can't talk like that. It's not 2025 yet, and really you gotta be careful who you say that in front of. When you a woman saying you love pussy, you gotta be, it's just the right scenario. You gotta be careful where you at. And so I'm thinking I've outgrown some things. Just recently had a woman that I just met drop down $50 on me, and I haven't even had time to stop, sit down, and process that. That this woman is she's deeper than family to help me like that, and I don't even know her name. Angels don't stick around for the praise. She didn't stick around. I needed help getting something, and she got it for me. She didn't even question me about why I needed it, and she just got me what I needed. Like a husband would a wife, or family. Like I said, much deeper than family. I wouldn't be here if it weren't for Kylie. I know it all ties back to my wife. It all ties back to her. I'm still dealing with this parasite. Y'all gonna have to bear with me. I haven't seen Ratty McRatterson. Rex, but that might not be Rex. It might be a whole different mouse or rat. I'm not even sure, but I keep saying it because I keep getting spiritual goosebumps, Maybe I've outgrown homeless. Maybe maybe now the thing is camping with Cash and camping only with her.